Hello and welcome. Today we will be looking at 3 ways how to start your crochet project in a row. So if this is your first time, thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Mirka and I make stitch and pattern crochet and Tunisian crochet tutorials. So if this is of your interest, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, just to keep the YouTube algorithm happy. And without further ado, let's dive in. First way how to start your crochet project is with a chain. This is the simplest way, and if you are experienced crocheter, this is probably the first way how you learned how to start your crochet project. So first we start with a slip knot. We then insert the hook through the loop, tighten up the loop so that it doesn't come off your hook, but it's not too loose. And then we will yarn over the hook and pull through the loop, and again yarn over the hook and pull through the loop, and you continue this for the number of chains that your project requires. When we start our project with chain, try to keep it not too tight and not too loose, otherwise the edge of your project would be too tight and it would pull in, or it would be too loose and it would flare up at the edge. This is the ideal way to start projects in lace, because with lace you would like to have your edge delicate and not bulky. However, the chains are not very stretchy, so that's why you need to get your tension right. I mean, there is a certain amount of stretch that you can get out of it, but if you are trying to stretch out the edge too much, you can see that the chains become too distorted. So once you are happy with the number of chains you need, then I'm going to just demonstrate how to work into these chains. So I will be doing single crochet, row of single crochet, which is double crochet in the UK terms, so single crochet in the US terms and double crochet in the UK terms. So I would start with single stitch into the second chain from the hook. So insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So as you can see, I'm working into the top part of the chain. If you like the look, that's fine, but you can also work into the back bump or into the bottom chain. So there are some options. I prefer to work the first row of stitches into the top loop of my chains. I worked a few more rows, and as you can see, the edge made of chain stitches is very delicate, it's very neat, it's virtually invisible. So the second way how to start your crochet project is using foundation stitches. So again, this method is also worked first starting with a slip knot. We insert the hook into the loop and then chain different number of chains based off which stitches we are working. So I'm working a single crochet in the US terms and double crochet in the UK terms, so I will start with chaining 2. So what foundation stitches do, with foundation stitches we work the chain and the first row of stitches at the same time. So for single crochet I will work chain 2, I will then insert the hook into the first chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. So I've got 2 loops on my hook. I will yarn over, pull through one of these loops. This creates the chain, and then yarn over, pull through 2, which creates the single crochet. I will then go back and work, insert the hook under the both of the strands of the yarn at that form the chain. I will yarn over, pull up a loop. Again, I've got 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through 1 to create chains, yarn over, pull through 2 to create single crochet. And we continue working this repeat for the number of stitches that is required for our project. The word of caution for starting your project with foundation stitches is that if you work your stitches or the first yarn over and pull through 1 loop too tight, it will turn your row of foundation stitches inside or inwards. So we need to work those chains nice and loose to keep it straight. So I'm going to demonstrate a few more for you and then turn my work to show you where to start working your stitches. So doing the foundation stitches again, you work the chain, the row of chains and the first row of your stitches at once. Okay, so that's about it. So then we turn our work this way so that the chains that we work are at the bottom, and then you can start working into your first stitches right away. For if you work single crochet, and this is a very nice and clever way how to avoid working into chains. Many crocheters don't like to work into chains, they find it a bit tedious. So this is a very nice way how to avoid working into chains. Third way how to start your crochet project is using the foundation cord. So what is different with the foundation cord in comparison to the other 2 methods that I just showed you is that it's a little bit like a long tail cast on in knitting. So you need to leave a sufficient tail for the foundation cord to be worked, because you will be using both ends of your yarn, so the one which is connected to the ball directly coming out of the ball and then the end as well. So for this demonstration I'm going to leave about this much of end. Again, we work slip knot, we place the loop on the hook, tighten it up a little bit, and now we will be using both ends. So the short end that we measured up, we will wrap around the hook from front to back. We hold it with our finger, and then we take the long end directly connected to the ball of yarn. We yarn over the hook and pull through the 2 loops which are on the hook. Okay, and again we take the short end, wrap it around the hook, then we take the long end, yarn over and pull through both loops. So it gets a little bit easier as you work a few of these and this cord starts growing, and you continue for the number of stitches that you need for your project. So this is a perfect way to start garment projects because it provides a nice stretchy edge and beautiful neckline. So you will make sure that you'll be able to get your head through the neckline. You can also use it for projects where you need to work into both sides of your project. So I have a project where I needed to work rows of stitches on one side, and then I turn it the other way and I work the other side, and it looked virtually seamless. You would not see where I started working on the other side because there was no visible difference. So again, we wrap the short end around the hook, we take the long end, yarn over and pull through 2. So I work I will work a few more stitches, and then once we decide that this is what we need, this is how many stitches we need, take the long end and we start working directly into the first stitch. So again, I'm going to be working single stitches, so in this tutorial we went over how to start your projects in rows in 3 different ways. So we looked at how to do it with the chains, with simple chains, how to do it with foundation stitches, and how to do it with foundation cord. I hope you found this tutorial useful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Share this video with your crochet friends so they know and can learn something new. And let me know in the comments below if you know these techniques, if you used them before, and what is your favorite one. And I see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.